Hey everybody, Seven here, and thank you so much for joining me in our ninth summer. Now, I'm expecting a pretty chill out season this year, just because I've actually got a set list of goals and accomplishments that I want to take care of. So right off the bat, every house can have a maximum of 10% mood increase given what its decorations are. So it's 1% per item. So you got 4 rugs, 4 chandeliers, and everybody has one light hanging above the doorway. So that's 9. So that means that everybody's missing one slot. And there's one particular one, the newer ones, the reliefs, that I really love. It's one of my favorite decorations for inside a house. So I'm going to take these flat walls and decorate them with those. We also don't have enough iron coming in for the smelting blacksmiths. The production blacksmiths are getting their job done and they have enough iron to get it, get through it. But they're going to need some backup to get more iron coming in. I'm also going to want to go harvest some of that wheat myself, partially because I want the technology to go up so I can get closer to the windmill, but also because if I harvest it, we get more wheat than if the townsfolk harvest it. The third thing is I want that farming experience for this guy, because we don't have all of his super unlocks yet, and he can get crazy once you unlock all of the farming experience points. But first, wife quest.
How can I help you?
Okay. Where's a... Yeah, I'm on my way. Now, I'm trying to remember this one. Because there's 2 herbalist ones. There's 2, sick kid ones. Well, no, the first one, she's still pregnant, I think, right? And then she sends out to Veronica, because there's specifically an herbalist there. Because there's only 3 that exist in the world. There's Veronica, Hornica, and Rolnica. So she'll send you to, a specific one for a specific quest. I'm trying to remember what this one is. Oh, interesting. The broken bandits are back. The bandits that don't have a camp. Oh, we'll just blow right through you guys. Ow, I just took an arrow in the back. Yeah, we're fully in the Iron Age. There's really no reason to be running around unarmed. I don't have the iron crossbow or the iron crossbow bolts unlocked just yet, but that should be a priority. My son has a fever. This one's just... Like, what do you mean you stole the last one? Like, you have so many ingredients, you make potions like crazy. Yeah, who'd you sell it to? Thanks. Oh no, this one is a yeah, I'm trying to remember this one. I think I know parts of it. Hi. Do I have medicine? Oh, this guy. Yeah, and he starts off as such an ass. Like he starts off as just he's such a real asshole. At first. Turns out he's just weird. Like I'm over here trying to fight for my kid's life and he's over here like, "Oh, I have leverage on you then." Like, F you. Yes, you're mercilessly correct. Like, come on. Get to the point. What do you want? Doctor away keeps the or apple a day keeps the doctor away. Like it's just I love this game. Yeah, the death of my child would be poetic enough for you. Like it mixes It does such a seamless job of mixing fourth wall breaks with, you know, well-written drama and seriousness. Or politician. Yeah, and they just... Absolutely, my man. Now, if I remember correctly, he should be the... No, I mean, if it wasn't evident by that bizarre conversation, he should be the diplomacy superhero. Oh crap! I don't have any houses open. Hang on just a sec. Alrighty, and just like that, we have 3 houses open. So I noticed that there was a lot of really high-end farmers, some animal handlers, some barn workers, etc. There were some people that were getting like, 5s and 6s and stuff like that, and they weren't paired off yet. So got that all moved around, and I think there were like 2 production people that I put together as well. So yeah, now we've got a good chunk of space. All right, so you're gonna go there. You don't have a job yet, but we'll work on that. All right, so what else do we need to do today? Farming, insulation, mining, decorating. We also need to make a whole lot of purchases because we need to go buy insulation. Oh, F off, guys. Whoa, you have a spear? You have a crossbow! Oh man, those guys were not messing around. Oh wait, no, we gotta go this way. I veered off course. Alright, so just because of the timing of things, I think do the harvesting first. Just because, there's a number of very talented individuals that are out there doing harvesting for me. So I don't want them to beat me to the wheat. There's probably flax out there too. I might as well just take it just for the points. I want to get this guy as cranked as I possibly can, and I also want to just, get the technology points to get myself closer to a bigger, better barn, a windmill, So that's a really far off goal. Like that's not, going to be anytime soon here. Same with the tavern. The tavern's another 10,000 point one too. We've got to get all of this put together. Like we do. Our firewood situation is just completely out of control. And the only solution that I have for that going forward is honestly just to wait. Like, I'm gonna have to chop down a whole ton of trees myself. Wait a minute. I just blew right by my own house. My bad. Right, sick kid. Forgot about that part. But the only solution I have is to wait. Like, wait until the lumberjacks just get better at the job. Unless I move people around. If I move people, like some of the better miners, out and put them in the woodshed, just for my own headache, I'm home, sweetheart. I do. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, so now let's rock out all this wheat. I might do a little threshing myself, like 100 or so. Whoops, missed. Just so that I can, thresh a bunch of it up and then grind it to flour. Because the barn isn't quite making enough flour for what the kitchen needs. So if I can get, a good chunk of this put into flour, it'll pad me for the rest of the season, and then I can probably ignore the kitchen for the rest of the season, and it'll just be fine. All right. Well, unfortunately, that does it for the wheat. Yeah. All right. I guess I might as well hammer out the flax. I mean, it's a completely zero priority item, but it's XP and it's technology. No, gimme mine. All right. Let me thresh up a good chunk of this, and then we'll get off to the mine. You'd think that with as much production as I have, I would be getting more production technology than I am. Like, I keep, checking my list to see if I'm getting any closer to the tier 2 tailor hut, because I really I want 2 people to be able to work there, you know? So I keep checking that, but it's so miles away. But I've got 3 kitchens, 2 blacksmiths, 2 workshops, and the sewing hut. Like, that's a lot of people doing stuff, you know? I don't know. Alright, now, before I head out to the mine, I just checked my my management tab. It said 2 people were unemployed. So, Americo, or whatever the hell his name is over there, yeah, he's unemployed. That was, expected. But there was an extraction person who was actually halfway decent, who was also unemployed. She apparently just came back from maternity leave, so oh, wait a minute, I was talking about this last season. Right, and I was off kilter on it, and I never found a job for her. So I'm just gonna real quick chop down a couple of trees, and we're going to put down a second well. Why we need a second well when we don't have a tavern. We only have 1 kitchen that's, making baked goods. Whatever. I'm just so sick of filling buckets. I'm done with the buckets. Alrighty, I'm thinking somewhere here-ish, because like there's only so much room that you can have farm field anyway. So find where it clips into the road, find where it clips into the house. Date it just slightly. There, yeah. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's gonna look cool in like this little neighborhood. Like it fits, you know? Alright, killer. Alright, so the lady that came back was like a 4 or a 5 in extraction. I noticed that I had a 3 in the mine, so I flopped that around. The level 3 person unfortunately got fired. You're a water carrier now. Sucks to suck. And then I put her out in the mine, because I really just need that iron. Actually, you know what? I've been having and hawing about this, back and forth about when to implement the next stall. And given that he literally fell in my lap like that, I think I'm just going to do it. I think our production is at a rate and at a level that we can afford to do this. Because if he goes off the rails and he starts selling, tools that we need for our actual production stuff, then we're going to be in some serious trouble. But as long as I keep a real sharp eye on him, don't let him sell anything that we urgently require, or don't let us run out of anything. Oh, I picked up linen thread instead of linen fabric. Actually, we don't have any linen fabric. Oh, that's probably why you picked up the linen thread, you idiot. Because you needed to go over to the tailor hut and make some. Alright, hang on one sec. Alright, there's our fabric. We'll get this place put down. We'll have him start actually selling. And between the 3 of them, we should be making some just absolutely absurd amounts of money. We are going to have to find a spot for our wife to work too, though. And she is, a retailer by trade, so we'll get another one. Alright, my man, where did you go? Right here. Perfect. Alright, so change the type, tools. Alrighty. That's looking like a pretty good balance for now, I think. We'll keep a sharp eye on him, make sure he's not overselling on anything. Definitely make sure he's not overselling on the knives. But we should be okay with this for a while. There's still plenty of daylight left. I'm thinking I run out to the mine, just strip it for iron. Yeah, so between me and this guy, we should be able to clear out that mine relatively quickly, like in one shot. Because I've got a bunch of the weight increasing skills and the items, the backpack and stuff like that. He's got a pouch, his saddlebags and stuff. I think he's got 1 point into increased weight as well. I do need to get more farming experience, because he's not maxed out yet. And when he is, A, he's ridiculously fast, and B, he can carry like an entire house. Alright. Fed, watered, showered. We've got some deals to make tomorrow. Good night, guys. Alright, so all of our harvest is in the chest over there. What are we looking at here? $2,000. That should be more than enough to get anything that we want out of Hornica. I'm just hoping that it's not going to be like 40 pieces and it's going to be more like 80. Wait, one of the times we went down there, they had like 100, right? I don't know if we'll finish the whole town this season, but I'd really like to. Oh shoot, don't let me forget to put up those, the reliefs too. They're really cool looking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to unlock all of them. And here's the thing. There's no difference between them. Like, you can have the entire town completely covered in the same relief. The townsfolk aren't going to care. But, you know, for your own personal aesthetics, it might be beneficial to have, more than one relief. You know, you don't want every single house decorated with a deer. Oh, there's a cart here, just like in the middle of nowhere. How did I just see that? Did I just lose it? Like, oh, there we go. Where the hell? Alright, cool. Yep, clay bottle. Oh, 100 bucks. No sweat. $42 and a couple of crappy apples. Awesome. You know, that was... Yeah. Oh wow, that actually gave you a good chunk of poisoning. Whatever. That gave me some pretty bad poisoning, actually. Well, it's not like poisoning does any, like, actual damage to you. So that'd be one thing if it, like, did damage over time or something like that, but all it really does is, when you're poisoned, if you eat something, you know, further beyond that, it just doesn't fill you up, like, as much. Like, oh, come on, man, I thought we were just gonna climb over this hill. Like, the percentage amount that you're poisoned has, like, that percentage of a reduction on the food that you're eating, essentially. So if you're eating a food that's got, you know, 100 food value to it, and you're 25% poisoned, it'll essentially give you 75 instead. Is like the long and the short of it on that. I think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure.
Hello. Best goods in the valley.
Oh no. Oh man. All right. Then we'll sell off all the garbage. 37. Ah, sheesh, man. Honestly, with that kind of weight, I'm just gonna go right to Lesica straight off. Holy crap, that was so bad. That was so bad. Like, I was kind of half joking when I said, oh yeah, just don't have 40. No, you had less than 40? Like, oh, that's so bad. Oh, F off, wolves. Absolutely no match for this valiant steed. Oh my god, you stupid, moron, idiot buffoon. I somehow was heading myself towards Jazerica instead of heading myself towards a bear. Interesting. No, instead of heading myself towards, Whoa, that was times 2. Instead of heading myself towards Lesnica. Oh, good. Wolves to the right, Wisens to the left. Just your typical run-of-the-mill Tuesday, right? And over. You know, this might be kind of some sort of a socioeconomic commentary, but it's funny. The horse is such an incredibly expensive investment. You know, it contributes nothing. No wool, no milk, no, you know, anything like that. No eggs, obviously. The only thing it does is get you from point A to point B. So what it does is it replaces the fast travel, so you don't have to pay for that. But by the time that you're able to get a horse, the fast travel is kind of, you know, it's not really as much of a prohibitive cost. So the only thing that the horse does is it keeps rich people rich instead of having to pay the wagons. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm off on that one. Hi.
Ah, trade is in my nature.
Are you absolutely joking right now? Oh, this is bad. Oh no.
You have farewell.
Oh, I should be coming home with, like, double to triple that. Like, at least 150-ish range was what I was expecting after, you know, emptying the only 2 excavation retailers. Oh, well, here's something. Oh, is this new? I've never seen one right outside of Lesnica like this before. Cool. Okay. Crappy stone arrow. And a crappy baseline bow. Well, honestly, I kind of feel sorry for that guy because that was clearly a very, you know, inexperienced, up-and-coming hunter. You know, only a little bit of leather and fur to their name and some salted meat, lousy bow, lousy arrows, and they probably got jumped by some bandits. That actually does kind of suck. Once again, my retailers are outpacing my production people. The one resource shed was selling clay vials faster than Tesla could make them, and the clothing stall was selling boots faster than they could make them. Oh, wow, another one on my way home. Where the hell are we now? Oh, alright. Oh, I also got way off course. I gotta go way more east than this. Okay, a whole bunch of flak that I just totally don't care about, but the sickle will sell for a little bit. I mean, again, not that I really need the money right now, but yeah, this really does kind of underscore what I was talking about earlier, where I gotta keep a sharp eye on Americo, because he's gonna be growing quickly. And it's kind of wonky how the percentages go, because there's, like, you put 5% into knives versus 5% into iron hose or whatever. Like, it doesn't give you the same result, which is kind of odd to me. Yeah, I'm going to have to really pay close attention to how he's growing, how his, you know, his sales are increasing and stuff like that, as it relates to how the blacksmiths are producing things, you know. And then just adjust based according to what we actually have in reserves and what we might be threatening to run out of. What the hell? Is that another one? No, I got this one. I already got this one. Yeah, this one's empty. Alright, so I guess with the rest of day 2 here, we'll probably take this insulting amount of limestone that we have. Man, I was actually thinking about, you know, trying to switch over the excavation shed, take it off of limestone and put it onto clay, so that way I didn't have to, you know, fund Tesla myself. Oh, you know what, F it, let's just go get a shovel then. We'll go get a shovel, we'll dig up all this clay over here just so that Tesla's happy and has things to do. Then we'll go slap all the insulation around. But 2 water carriers, and we did not see the water icon pop up once today. Yay, 20 cents. Man, I'm pretty convinced that you gotta have that skill just maxed out if you want to reliably get anything decent out of there. I mean, besides, you know, clay, obviously. Nuts, I was gonna have that team switch off of the limestone and onto the clay, but yeah, this is not happening this season. Not with 2 full extractors selling me a whopping 72 limestone combined. Like, it should have been 72 apiece. All right, we do have a good chunk of it though. There was what, like 150 total. So I got about half of it here, and I'll get the other half in a second. I mean, I'm gonna, you know, absolutely torch it. But we'll see how much we can get done. Then we'll get on to the decorations. What the hell? No item fertilizer. Alright, I dropped the animal feed. I don't know how great of an idea that was. Maybe we need another head count. Because the only thing for certain that I know is I'm down 3 male production. I'm likely down at least 1 female diplomacy now because of Americo Vespucci over there. I know I have room for at least 2 more farmers. The farm shed itself is at 3 out of 4, and the barn should be at 3 out of 6, right? All right, that's just it's just intermittently like posting and going away, and maybe I'll take a little bit of I'll just take manure myself and just make a bunch of it just to pad it out. But I honestly don't really like the idea of dropping the animal feed too much more than what it is. Holy crap, how the hell did that happen? Alright, listen, Linda. Alright, let's just go berserk on this thing now, and then we'll, excuse me. Like, we're right in the cusp of having enough. And the thing is, we probably do have it set to be enough, because, I mean, what are they going to do all winter? They're not going to use all this fertilizer during the winter. Pigs don't stop pooping because it's December. I mean, honestly, the only issue they're probably having is, there's that one new field that's, on the north side of the road. It's probably the only thing that's, you know, given a sticking point. A little concerned about the animal feed situation. Because, like, I've got a way high abundance of it in storage, but I dialed it back kind of hard. So that stockpile might start to get dipped into soon. Oh, perfect. Yeah, but... Alright, that and that. Yeah. Alright, so max weight plus a little bit of extra speed, good deal. You can go away with that fertilizer thing anytime you want because I just put in 125 of it. And I love opening up the storage chest there and just seeing, you know, just $1,200 just sitting there. That's awesome. Gotta get our production technology going though, because we need that bigger, better, not repair, you idiot. We need the bigger, better sewing hut. We gotta get 2 people in there. I want to get the balance back of male to female production people, but if I don't have production slots open, and what am I gonna do? Make another kitchen? I could make another kitchen. Oh man, this limestone just goes so fast. We're not even gonna finish this side. Like, I had dreams of, you know, finishing that one farmhouse that was over there, but that's not even gonna get touched. We're not even gonna finish the houses that we have over here. And I am not digging up Gustovia again. Like, yeah, there was an okay amount of limestone that came in, but no, that's just, it's a little over the top. That's a bit much for me. Actually, that one farmhouse that's on the other side of the river, that's been completely neglected. I don't think they have rugs or chandeliers or anything up there. So let's do that, then we'll grab a whole ton of planks, and then we'll try to throw up a bunch of these relief things. They might all end up being the same. You know, I might just only have the cash to unlock one of them, and then, well, no, I've got plenty of cash, but I might just pay to only unlock one of them, and then just, you know, give everybody the same. Right. And I think there's somebody living here too, isn't there? Yeah. So, bam, 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 up, up, lights, up. Oop, need 2 iron. Alrighty, good deal. Oh crap, this one doesn't have a flat spot on it. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so when it comes time to decorate with the planks, that one's gonna have to have an outside one. Whatever, that's fine. Well, we don't have a whole lot of wood. So, we're gonna have to go chop down a whole bunch of trees and make our own planks. Oh well. Alrighty, so, 10 o'clock. A little on the early side to go to bed, but we made a whole crap load of planks. We have a whole mess of logs. You can see, like, I'm overweight, so is he. Which, yeah, if anybody has any suggestions or ideas on what to name this guy, definitely let me know. I'm envisioning that we're going to have to turn a ton of those into firewood before the end of the season, but we got a lot of decorating that we can do. Alright, good day, guys. Busy day. Alrighty, let's get going. Wouldn't mind doing some recruiting today if at all possible. Let me double check my housing. Alright, so as currently, there are 2 empty houses. And it super sucks because we have really, really amazing female production people that I just don't have a guy for. What? Alright, lady, jeez, don't mind me. Alright, now here's the thing. I really do not want to pay to unlock all of them. You know what? Our river is our main street, basically. Like, we have a river that's separating our town in half. So, let's do 2. We'll do that, and we'll do this. And then we'll just sort of go back and forth between the 2. And then all of this should be getting us closer and closer to 100. Nobody's going to be quite at 100 just yet, but you know, some of that has to do with their jobs. There's a lot of different qualifying factors that go into their mood. You know, the obvious... I'm sorry, am I in your way? Are you trying to get in? What? Okay. The obvious one is, you know, house made of stone instead of being out of sticks. Yeah, great. And then, you know, if it is made of sticks, if it has daub on it or not, you know, so the insulation level matters. You know, what the roof is. The roof being made out of planks instead of being made out of, you know, straw and crap. But then the other factor is, are they married or not? They get a big mood boost once they get married to somebody. They also get another big mood boost when they have a kid. So, the house construction, the kid, the you know, spouse, blah blah blah, but also their job. And you can tease out, you know, by saying like, oh, what are your skills? What are you good at? What do you struggle with? Blah blah blah. You can tease out what they'll be good at, like just by talking to them. But you can also get it, you know, just by doing the inspector mode on them. Put them in the job that they have a 3, you know? If you put them in the job that they'll have a 3, they'll be happier. But the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is that it's not just that. If you put somebody in a job that they have a 3 in, okay, great. But as they increase their skill level, they also increase their happiness. So if they're in a job that they have a 5 in, they're actually still happier. And then once they reach, like, you know, 7, 8, 10, whatever, they'll actually continue to increase their happiness as they're going along. So it's this big conglomeration of, you know, what is their relationship status? Do they have a kid? What is their housing construction? Do they have all 10 slots for decoration filled? You know. And then after all of that, what is their job and what is their skill in their job? It's funny, I was actually having somebody, I had a little bit of a conversation with somebody on Steam, and they were asking me, like, you know, what is the key to getting 100%? Because they saw the video that I had posted about, you know, getting townsfolk to 100% and stuff like that. It's actually a bit more involved than you would think, because I had people with all of their decorations, all of, you know, their insulation, everything like that, and I was still capping out at like 90%, and I couldn't figure out how to close the deal on that last 10%. And, you know, even still, like, I'm trying to look at it. And there's also, like, long-lasting ones, like, if you have a good king, like, your king name will affect your mood when you do, the herald quests. Let me show you. Okay, so the coward. Now, I think they changed out, and I was talking about this earlier too. The suffix, the coward, they changed out the negative modifier, I think. So it used to be that if a king had a negative modifier, like in their name, like they were the brutal or the relentless or, you know, some other asshole name like that, then doing a herald quest would get you the tax reduction. It'd be less, like if you did it for a neutral or a good king, it'd be like 5%, and then if you did it for a bad king, it'd be like 2%. But if you did a job for a bad king, you would end up getting an actual negative mood modifier. So when you did the herald quest, everybody would hate you. And then, doing a job for a neutral quest or a neutral king would give you nothing for mood. But then if you had a good king, like, there was ones like the Brave and the Valiant and the Beloved. There's actually, I think, Elwyn the Beloved or something stupid like that. But, yeah, if you did those ones, then that would be permanent. Across the board, every single townsfolk gets, like, plus 2%. So it might actually be partially beholden to what RNG you get for the king. Why am I posting 3? What the hell do you mean I'm out of rye? Okay, right. And listen. Alright, so as long as you're not complaining about things anymore, then let's fix this. But. Yeah, that'll work. And I'll just help you out for a sec here. Like 100. Alright, so I'm gonna blam this out, and then I'm gonna do another head count. I'm gonna look exactly at what professions we got and where. Try to do a really better job of who's on maternity leave, which there should only be, I think, 2 people? And then I'll go try to look for 2 more recruits, because we still do have the 2 empty houses. And then when I get home, I'll probably have to chop down a million trees. Because even in the middle of summer, we don't have enough frickin' firewood. I thought New York was cold. Poland must be cold. I'm sorry, what? Never in a million years did I expect to see that one. Got a level 6 handler here. Like, overloaded on... No, wow, look at... Well, we got 2 empty slots. That's not cool. Yeah, we're loaded with hens, only 1 rooster. And I wasn't really paying attention to this building, like, at all. Manually harvest a whole bunch of this stuff. I don't have time to monkey with, what's going on here. Thankfully, the neat thing is, the longer you go before, cleaning a place out, it does really start to stockpile. You'll see it in the pig shed, too. Like, if you don't clean it out ever, it just gets so completely full of manure. And that's not manure that they're not collecting. All of these eggs that are here, that's not like, oh, your guy wasn't good enough. No, this will always, always be here. You could have no staff here at all. These will start to fill up with eggs and feathers. It's contingent on how many chickens there are and roosters and stuff like that. The chicken versus rooster ratios and stuff. Yeah, look at that, 100%. I'm not picking any of that up. But, that's like bonus items. And the same thing with the manure here. Like, yeah, there's a guy here, and he's level 7. So this is not them not doing their job. This is like bonus stuff. So if you find, oh crap, I ran out of manure this season or whatever, you just go there, shovel it out. It's that you don't have to necessarily adjust your percentages when you don't think your percentages are wrong. Because sometimes your percentages aren't wrong. Sometimes it's just a squirrely season, or, sometimes it's, you need like a higher skill point, For example, if I got a production person that got a skill point, but a farming person did not, well, now we're not producing more eggs, but now we're using more eggs, so it's just for little stopgaps like that. Alright, so now let's do a head count, and then we'll go over to Gustavia, and we'll start to see if we got some recruiting action that we can do. Because we can pick up 2. Ideally, a male production, and I don't remember what I kind of want a farmer and a production, I think. Right, so hang on, I'll get with you guys in a sec. Okay, so as I expected, we have 9 female production and 6 male production, so we are still deeply in the hole on male production. We got 2 male diplomacy, 1 female diplomacy, so we could pick up one of them, but given our current stall situation, not a pressing issue. We're even on the farms, 4 and 4, and we're even on the extraction, 6 and 6. Farm is kind of a nice commodity right now, especially since I'm thinking I'm going to lose some people, very, very shortly here. So if I find one really, really good production male, I'll take him. And then I guess I'll take just any other farmer. Because one of the things I got to consider is, you know, the production females that I have, they're amazing. They're like, oh god, oh god. The production females are amazing. They're like, some of them are 6s and 7s and stuff like that that aren't married off. But the thing is, they were kind of recruited a little on the early side. So, not everybody at the campfire is going to be 18. You can find some 20s and 30s and stuff like that. But, I'm going to have to start worrying about the window of... Rasimir has a 10-year window. He can, marry somebody 10 years younger or 10 years older than him. But the townsfolk have a 20-year window. But even still, like, I got to keep an eye on, what my townsfolk ages are if I want to get them married off like that. Oh, there's 2 male farmers. If I'm going to take farmers, I'd kind of like to take a male and female farmer at the same time, and then worry about my male productions later. I don't know. But on the flip side, then it's like, okay, maybe I should get a male production now so I can get him to 5 as fast as possible. So that way, he's an appropriate match for some of the ladies that I've got. Oh, good lord. Well, yeah, keep up with the frickin' production, ladies. You're really, really good. Oh, and in fact, your kid would come out pretty spectacular. You got a 3 in production and a 3 in farming. He's got a 3 in production and farming. So your kid would likely come out, A-list farmer. And if I didn't need another farmer, I could... Oh, man. All right, you know what? We're doing that.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, unfortunately, you're both going to be really far from home, which means one of you is going to have a shitty time at work. Oh, the excavation shed is broken. When was somebody going to tell me about that one? I think I noticed it. I just never really, like it didn't register in my brain to take care of that. Yeah, put you in the barn. I mean, this other guy was really good. Yeah, all right, we're doing that. I mean, it's just who fell in my lap, I mean, I could go out and really scour the entire countryside. Plenty of daylight. We have a horse, I could realistically hit every single town on the map and, definitely pick up... I could definitely pick up 2 level 3 production guys, I don't have 2 level 3 production positions. In fact, I have 1 production position, and it's kind of earmarked anyway because there's a level 5 production lady who's on a maternity leave right now. Nope, that's good. Burrow. No, you dumb shit. You weren't going home. You were going to Burrow. Alright, so which one of you 2 was a really good one? Oh, and you're level 3 in diplomacy. Wait a minute. Wait. Did I mess up somewhere? You know what? No, I'm still going to take you.
There.
Because even... Like, you've got 2 3s and she's got 2 3s, so your kid is going to come out pretty okay. Like, regardless. Now, you unfortunately are going to have a really crappy commute to work. So, sorry about that one. And the only thing that we're posting is that we're out of iron ore. We actually have an overabundance of iron ingots. We have more iron ingots than our actual production, like tool-making blacksmiths can even use. Alright. Firewood, even in the middle of summer, is still dwindling. With the amount of insulation that we already have up. My god, okay. I got 37, I think, on me here, so... Slap the rest of this up here. The barn is rocking. The farm fields actually have more people than they even need. For the longest time, we had 2 people that were really successfully running that farm. And now we've got 4, and it's only expanded modest amount. So the barn is probably going to need to get percentages tweaked around a little bit because adding that extra person is going to, offset some apple carts. We're probably going to want to adjust the resource stall too. We're going to want to sell less manure and probably more fertilizer because we're going to be really pushing that out the door. What else do we want to do for this last little bit of daylight here? I mean, limestone is what I want to do, but nobody has any more to sell, and well, apparently we ran out of wheat grain. So even with the barn threshing as well as they could, they didn't have enough. We got plenty of wheat. It was the grain that we didn't have, so they weren't able to make any flours. Let me at least blam this out real quick. Food done, taken care of. Between the hunters and the cooks over here, we got it rolling in. Water taken care of? I think so. Iron isn't coming in as fast as the smelters want it, but the smelters are smelting so good and so fast that like these two flip-flop when you go from bronze to iron. So we have like just an abundance of iron bars in here. Yeah, I mean 40 iron bars. And we have no shortage of tools here. Like, if anything, we're kind of waiting on our toolsmith guy over there to start leveling up. Like, that's fine. Go ahead, level. Like, I was worried about monitoring him. Nah, go for it. Sell as hard as you want, my man. I mean, there's some wooden buildings that are gonna unfortunately stay wooden buildings that could, do with some daub. There is no upgraded chicken house or pigsty or anything like that. There's no upgraded farm shed, which that is so surprising to me. It's also kind of surprising how small it is, but I would think that there would be bigger, better versions of it. And then put some stone or some logs or something into it, and then some limestone later on, and like that. Yeah, what you see is what you got. So I might do that. I only want to do that just because, like, less repairs. If it's got the insulation up on it, then I'll have less repairs to do. I know exactly what I can do. And every time I do a playthrough, I live for this moment. It just cost me $2,000 to pay for the unlock, so I'm at like $700 left. Don't care. It might be my favorite item in the entire game. All right, so one there, definitely one here. Beautiful. Oh, the bridges. We gotta get the bridges lit. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right here at like the peak of this little Y here. And then when it comes time to put in a stall, I'll just work around it. There's another good intersection up here that I like putting one at. Yeah, right here. Oh, did I run out of logs? Damn it. Well, that's fine. It's 10:30. We can play around with more of these tomorrow. But thank you all so much for joining me in this summer. We got huge progress done for our farm. We got progress done for our retail. Money is essentially no object at this point. We've got a ton of insulation put up. We've got some really cool decorations up now. Our town is happier. Our town is more productive. We're slowly starting to approach automation. The only thing we've got to work on is our wood. That's not good. But more limestone means less wood, which means everybody's happier. But thank you so much for joining me in this summer, and I hope to see you guys in the fall. The 7. Good night, guys.